Hello and welcome to another tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how I painted this loose and atmospheric abstract landscape painting, and I really hope you enjoy watching this tutorial. I'm using Arches 140 pounds hot press watercolor paper for this one, and as you can see I started by wetting the top section of the paper to paint the sky first. The first color that I'm applying here is a mixture of alizarin crimson and rhodonite genuine, which is a pink color by Daniel Smith, and the next color is phthalo blue by Sennelier. I'm making sure that these two colors are very watered down because I want to keep the whole sky area very light in tonal value. And now I'm just tilting my paper and helping my paints to blend in together in a really nice way. And then you can see that at the bottom part of that area that I wetted to paint the sky is very wet. So I'm using that wetness and I'm applying this green color, which is Jadeite Genuine by Daniel Smith, to paint the background trees and have soft edges for them. I also wanted to mention that I'm using my size 12 Chinese round calligraphy brush, but you can use any similar round brushes, but just make sure that you're not using a small brush because the size of the brush is very important, especially for the loose effect that we're trying to achieve here. So the fewer brush strokes, the better the result's going to be. And as you can see, I'm adding more of the same Jadeite Genuine, but this time more thicker paint, less water in my brush, so that I can get really nice dark rich color for that area. And then I clean my brush, I take the excess water off of it, and I soften the bottom edges of those trees, but I'm not completely touching the whole area. As you can see, I left some uninterrupted untouched paper so that I don't completely lose the shape for those trees. And then for the next step, I'm using a very golden green. This is a mixture of quinacridone gold and sap green, but you can use any similar colors. And I'm just basically very loosely painting the grasses. And to connect the land with the sky, I added a few touches of the same blue color that I used for the sky area. I also added a touch more of that quinacridone gold to my mixture so that I have color variation. So the green color that I used for the foreground and middle distance is not just one color. There's variation of some warmer, lighter ones and some slightly darker ones. And at this stage, I just used my acrylic ink. This is Indigo by FW, but you can use Indigo watercolor paint instead if you don't have acrylic inks. But I just wanted to get really nice, rich, dark color. That's the whole purpose of that, because it's really hard to go that dark with watercolors. If you want to use watercolors, either indigo or Payne's gray, make sure that you're using freshly squeezed paint, or just really activate your paint and make sure that you get really nice, rich, dark color for the trees. And again, I'm just tilting my paper to allow those colors blend into more towards the sky area. You can also use a misting spray to spray at this stage and help the paint spread more if you find that your sky area is already drying and the paint doesn't spread as much. And the painting is finished. I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Don't forget to ask me your questions in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy painting!